Hello everyone. So my name is Ellie and I wanted to show you a website that I'm building called LearnSalsa.AI. Basically, I'm building a number of tools for students to learn faster and for teachers to teach salsa online, right? Students have access to tools on this website that enables them to really understand what's going on in a video, right? And also teachers are able to offer online courses, create courses in a very easy, powerful way with tools that enables them to track student progress and really keep their legacy alive on this website. Right, so we can quickly scroll through, and yeah, so there's some featured playlists, some courses that have already been created. I'll give you a quick overview of them as well. This one is called Kali Fundamentals, is one that I created. Make it public over there. Each clip is one move repeated, right? So that's an option that you can toggle on. And then I could say as well, use as a movement dictionary, right? And when you turn this on, every clip in this playlist becomes a named entry in the system called Decipher. And I can show you Decipher at some point later on, right? So basically think of it as Shazam for videos, right? Imagine a system that studies or learns from a dictionary, right? A catalog of moves. And whenever someone uploads a new video or uploads a video and then selects Decipher, the system is able to compare and see what is in a dictionary that it's recently identified in that video that has been uploaded, right? So think of it as a Shazam for videos. I'll make a longer video about that, right? So let's look at what the playlist looks like. So that's it there. You can create a manual entry, like a descriptions section where you give more information about the video. And then spatial context is another tool that I have. This is particularly relevant for performances. So if you are a performance school, for instance, and you're working on a performance, and where you are in space also matters. So for instance, if you're facing forward at some point, facing diagonally at another point, that matters. This is where you're able to visualize that information. So in this case, where it's just a video, sideways video, with just a basic step, right? There isn't much movement. I'm not turning, I'm not spinning, I'm just facing one direction. You're able to see that information here, right? So in this case, you can see, oh, he's just facing forward, right? Where I start and where I end, which is the green and gold, are very close. There isn't much movement. There's no turning, no spins that have been detected, right? So I think that's quite a very powerful feature actually for teachers that specialize in creating content around performances and where you're oriented in space as well. So let me show you another course that I've recently put up. It's called Kali Combinations. And basically my Kali Fundamentals playlist, which I just showed you, is a list of every move, you know, some of the basic moves in salsa caleña, básico, triple básico, punta talón, caleñito, etc. Whereas the Kali Combinations playlist is a sequence of moves, right? So you can click into it, you see Kali Combo 1. Right, where I'm mixing a bunch of different things together. So la trenza básico into patineta, right? There's a little bit of some patineta variations as well. There's some pachanga with a couple of hops in there, back into the básico step. So we can go back there, right? So, and this one also has the spatial context, which studies the video to see how you're moving on the floor. Now, there's an events page where you can find events around you. Some of the popular cities around the world, you can filter by region, for instance. If we clear that and we go use the world map, you can see events happening anywhere around the world, right? Africa, Europe, the US, right? Events that are coming up in the next couple of weeks, for instance, right? We've got Australia in there, we've got Asia. So what I'm interested in is building some kind of central hub where people can take courses, study salsa videos, find events happening around them, and really a very powerful centralized location where people who are keen on learning salsa can do that, right? This is the teach portion where you can have access to powerful tools. Again, you can either just simply create a course, right? You can go back there. This is your teaching studio where you can create. So for instance, when you have a course, you want to have a place where information about that course. So let's say there's 5 videos in the course. You want to have a place where you can go into what I call a teaching studio, which I'll make a separate video about, where you can write information about common mistakes in a video, different things that can add to the course as well. So there's a number of very powerful features on the platform, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview, and then over the coming videos I'll go into some more detail about it. Let me know what you think. See you soon.